I can tell before we even start, I'm going to have to edit you.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be so nice. Look at why the devil, no, I'm not doing it.
Look at this face. We have already been to Birmingham. We've already been to the doctor. I said we are not doing a video.
I can't even talk.
And we haven't been drinking. I said we're not doing a video today because I feel like crap. We've got storm systems in and my body is hurting from top to bottom.
And my eyes are split out.
And she's blind as a bat right now. We've already gone and had the shots. So I was putting the camera, I pulled over here to the service station. I said, I'm going to put the camera holder up. And I said, it's not wanting to stay up anymore because the sticky's about gone. And she said, it's hickey is gone. I said, no, it's sticky. She said, well, I was just going to tell you if its hickey was broke, it wasn't going to be worth it. You old nasty woman.
That ain't nasty. I've seen a lot of hickeys in my life.
So we've already we're on our way home.
About time for
then we stopped and we get an Arby's roast beef. We were going.
And we've dumped my taters on the floor.
She dumped. We turned a curve.
And I'm eating them.
We turned a curve. She had her sandwich and she had her French fries left over and they fell to the floor and she's just been eating them.
They was hitting my purse. They wasn't hitting the floor.
She's just been eating them out of the floor.
That ain't gonna work.
So anyway, it's 1,000 wonders between the two of us that we made it to Birmingham. Well, we're not back yet.
No, we're not back yet. We got a lot yet to do.
But I told her, I said, I put on a little face makeup. My eyes are just tired. My body is hurting. And I said, we are not doing a video. I don't feel good today. And lo and behold, I made our next appointment for 1:20 because we had to be there. We had to be there at 10 o'clock, which means we had to leave home at 9 o'clock on a Monday morning.
That's
and like I said, oh, my hands are just blood red on the inside today. They're just burning and hot. Feel how hot my hand is.
Yep, it is hot. Well, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. That's the...
No,
you ain't got no autoimmune disease either. You tell
what I've got.
You tell me that quite often. And I'll say something about well, now what is dysautonomia?
Well,
and as we were sitting in the doctor's office, burning up with our mask on, I just looked there and I said, I'm not telling you again because you won't remember it and you don't understand it. I'm tired of telling you.
Well, we was in there with those things on her nose.
Oh my God, we were in snot running. I put hers in the glove compartment to make sure that I don't ever get hers. Because she's in there wiping her nose.
Well, I don't know what makes my nose run so much unless it's
Your
just
nose
wore out.
It is. It is. Everything you got's worn out. And
No,
I'm not
my friend Flipper.
And I am not too far behind you today.
I got you may never tell nothing else the truth, but you sure told the truth.
I mean, these eyes are a telltale sign of how I feel today. I feel like crap. If she didn't need that shot in the eye, I'd said, we're canceling that appointment.
It's been me and her and the dog the whole day.
Oh, me. So, and my housekeeper was coming today. And I forgot that we had Journey. We still have Ashley and Michael's dog, and she bites. So I had to cancel her coming because they had not come to get them, and I didn't want to wake them up this morning. Ashley had to work. She was going in later to the plastic surgeon's office, I think. I don't know where she was working. And so I didn't want to wake them up, and so I canceled my housekeeper coming. I was hoping to go home to just a clean house. Well, lo and behold, that didn't work. So, but yeah, those masks, hats off to frontline workers, the nurses, the doctors that have to wear those masks all day long. I was sweating under mine. Mother was smothering. That mouth was going blah, 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 and behind that mask.
I have to really work at it.
But I have not told y'all. I've just in the videos this weekend, I forgot to tell you, but my COVID test was negative. Praise the Lord. But now I got to tell you what a good one we pulled a while ago. So we have a little hot dog place that we like. We never go there. So she said, well, how about us going and getting some hot dogs? And we just took them home last time. I mean, it is a hole in the wall that's been there probably 50 or 60 years. Well, I got ready and I said, Mama, they only take cash. My mama's had a $10 bill. One $10 bill in her wallet since November. We won't go into any details on that. But the last time I actually got her money out was in November. And we're not getting her any more money out now because she just don't need it. We use her debit card everywhere we go, and it's just stupid for it to be in there. So anyway, so I called. Now I'm just trying to reason in my mind. Okay, she's out. Some of the restaurants are open again, and it would be nice for her to go into a restaurant and sit down. That's all my brain was thinking about at that moment. So I called Cracker Barrel. It's her favorite place to go, and they're doing delivery and carry out. So I said, okay. So then I said, well, we'll either go get Arby's or Chick-fil-A, Milo's. And I said, I don't want Milo's. I don't want a big old heavy hamburger, or Burger King. And I just kept changing my mind constantly. So I said, well, Mother, I believe Applebee's is open. So she said, well, that'd be good. We've eaten there before. And I said, yeah. I mean, you could put two of our brains together today and it might equal to one good one. So we're like, yeah, that'll be good. So we get out. I mean, we go to Applebee's and we get out, and I was like, Mother, I don't care if this restaurant is open or not. You don't need to be in there. What am I thinking? You're 93 years old. I'm not taking you in. I'm not letting you go in Dollar General. I'm not letting you go in Walmart.
She feels like killing me, but
why am I going to take you into a public restaurant? I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with me today? This is how bad and so she's like, well, you know what? You're right. I told her later, so we just went to Arby's and got a roast beef sandwich. And so I told her later, I said, I am not going to be responsible for killing you off. And I said, if we had gone in there and eaten and just forgotten about it, and you got COVID and you died, I said, this is what I'd tell everybody. I told her we couldn't go in there.
You done had that fixed.
I told her, and she slapped me upside the head and said, we're going. And I said, and I had to mind my mama.
Oh, you're just going to tell it.
I was going to tell it big.
You're going to the Burger Man, too.
I know I'd repent afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's what you call, I've taught against premeditated sin before. That's kind of what that was. But I told her, I said, I told her, Mama, we do not need to go in there. She wouldn't listen. You know how hard-headed she was. And we were dying laughing. She said, you'd tell that. I said, you daggum right. I ain't going to let everybody blame me for you croaking.
That's the truth.
But I mean, that's how, I told her, I said, you know, this new way of life is, and I told her, I said, in a couple of weeks, I might can take you to Cracker Barrel, you know, or it may be another month, or it may be 2 months. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was trying to think of something that would be good for her to, because she's, you know, not been able to, well, none of us has been able to eat out. And I thought, well, some of these are opening back up, and this would be nice change for her. Blah, 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 blah.
All fouled up.
And we were out of the car fixing to walk in, and I was like, Mother, you don't need to go in a public restaurant.
And Done Bud had done forgot it.
Yeah, she'd have followed me right in there.
Right in there.
You'd have drank the Kool-Aid if I gave it to you.
But it comes up that time for food.
I know. I said, Mother, I am so glad we thought of this before we went in there and sat down and ordered and said, you know, I really don't need to have this 93-year-old woman in here. So, oh my goodness.
I don't know as I like you telling everybody how old I am when they know I look so young.
Well, everybody else thinks you do. Everybody thinks, except maybe today, everybody else thinks I'm always younger. Nobody believes I'm as old as I am, except for today. I'm looking pretty sad.
Sometimes I don't believe I'm as old as I am.
I know. You're like, really? Wasn't dirt invented back then?
Dirt wasn't invented, I don't think.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we've just not been real perky today at all. I finally took me 2 Tylenol a while ago. I forgot I'd had some in my purse. My back is killing me, and it's just, the barometric pressure has dropped. I'm just in a major flare. My hands just get blood red. I let Mother feel them. Well, I think we were on tape when I did that, on video when I did that. So, but I want you to know that my corona test was negative 12 weeks later. So when I get home, I'm going to call the ENT and see about getting in. One of you, Jackie H., had told me she had a bad case of pneumonia one time and lost her taste and smell for 3 months. So 12 weeks is 3 months. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm still not tasting. When I take the very first bite, I get a little taste of something. I've been doing that for weeks. And I told them they're going to be so glad when I can taste again. So they quit hearing this. Well, I know you can. I'm happy for you, Mary Faye. I can work circles around you. That's what she used to could when she was still in her 70s. She could work circles. Isn't that pretty pasture land down there?
Pretty, yeah.
You know, it floods sometimes. You know, the river.
It does flood.
It'll back up.
It's really
But that's
pretty.
Beautiful. So
Tell them we do talk normal sometimes.
normal. What is normal?
I don't know, just where we talk like we've got some good saying.
We got real quiet when we was eating a while ago. She said she found the way for us to shut up. But no, we wasn't gonna do a video. I had told y'all we were going to the doctor today. And so we had decoration where my daddy and my sister is laid to rest.
My uncle.
And my uncle. And we went and took flowers there. I don't think I put that on one of my YouTube videos. Didn't, yeah. But it's hard for me. Me and Mother went down Saturday. I don't go to the cemetery. I'm not a cemetery person.
Me either. I don't go there.
And then Dana took Mother back yesterday morning just because sometimes family and friends were down there. And so she just wanted to go back. And then John and I rode back.
They wasn't too many
yesterday
people there when we were there, but they was the ones that we wanted to see. So.
It's a southern tradition. They must have already had it there because all the flowers are. That's where my other uncle is. Yeah. But it's a southern tradition. If you've never heard of Decoration Day, it is a southern thing, from what I've gathered, that people have.
Definitely.
Yeah, where people have one Sunday in the spring that they decorate the graves, and you just put new flowers on. It's what you do. And when I was little, it was a huge thing. It is a way that families came together. And that may seem a little...
It's very southern.
Yeah, it may seem a little morbid to people that you meet in the cemetery.
But it's very, very southern.
But where we have since moved my grandparents and great-grandparents, they were at a cemetery that was way out in the woods. And it was, I guess, I don't remember exactly when it was, maybe the 80s or 90s. People, kids, teenagers, young people started going out there doing drugs, drinking, and they were vandalizing the cemetery. They were overturning the tombstones. So my mother's sister, she had the graves moved to this cemetery, which is kind of crazy to think about, but she did it. Which, I mean, is so much.
Big deal. They just picked up a thing over there.
Well, and their tombstones and everything. So, yeah. But it was beautiful. It's a beautiful. If you can call a cemetery beautiful. But what I was going to say, out at the old cemetery, there used to be a little church there, and they had the old-timey picnic tables, like the concrete slabs that they would put up, and you'd bring food, and you'd have a family reunion, and you'd sit around in chairs. And I know that probably sounds crazy to some of y'all, but
well, it's just an old-timey thing.
It was, and it's a great memory. And then nobody really does that anymore. I guess they might in some places.
Well, years ago, there wasn't a lot of things that people did anyhow.
Right,
so
and it was just
a good way of getting together.
Yeah, it was. And I would see cousins that I wouldn't, normally see. So Decoration Sunday is definitely a Southern thing. I've even got to take my watch off. It's even hurting my wrist. Man, I'm just uncomfortable today. So, but I'm fixing to take her home.
Oh, throw me out.
I've got to pay some bills, fix her medicine, and then I'm going to leave her.
Dump me. She gonna dump.
I'm going to dump her butt. So, but how much can you see right now?
Pretty good. I can see the road a little bit.
Can you see cars?
Yeah, I can see
She's
cars.
had her injection in her eyes. Her doctor loves her. We love Dr. South at Retina Specialist in Birmingham.
I don't know why we like each other so good.
He's so good though. He's just so kind and so sweet. He loves Mother.
I tell you, he doesn't.
And she tells him all the time, I love men. I was like, oh God.
I do love men.
Yeah. Now that you're safe and too old to date,
well,
you sure didn't love them.
When I was young enough to date, the others was so darn ugly.
They weren't ugly. You just didn't want to mess with them.
Okay.
You got burnt. Remember we talked about putting your hand on the stove? And when you put your hand on the stove, you don't put it back again.
That's true.
That's what we got. She got both hands burnt. Bottom of her feet and her butt and everything.
I'll tell you, I got took to the woods good when I heard it. Oh, Lord, we have fun.
Gotta laugh. Keep from crying. I went by, I hadn't told Mother, but when me and John went to the cemetery yesterday, we rode back by Cece's house and
we saw
I know, but I saw her daylilies out there blooming and I lost it. John's like, baby, don't cry. And I said, I just don't think I'm ever going to get over losing her. And so I squalled a while and then I felt better. But we were driving real slow. Somebody's bought their little house and they're fixing it up. And she had the most beautiful flower bed, just full of stuff. And she had, and a lot of it's grown up, but there were some big old daylilies out there. And would you believe when I got up this morning, now I was out in the yard all weekend with John. He's fixed my flower bed. It's so pretty. And I was outside off and on. And would you believe when I got up this morning, got in the car, the big daylily she gave me has bloomed today.
Was it blooming?
Yep. And I said, well, hello. I cried about you yesterday. And I said, I'm glad you opened up and let me see you today. It's a big old yellow daylily. But anyway. Well, we're almost home. I know this, well, we've already talked 20 minutes. I don't know why I was going to say this was a shorter one. We never have a loss for words, and she sure doesn't.
I do too.
Oh, please.
I'm so quiet sometimes they think I'm not going.
Please. You sitting up there in that doctor's office and all I could see was that little mask going.
Well, I had little bitty things to say.
You gonna get quiet now that I got you on here?
Yeah, I'm nice now. It will be nice till I get in the house and won't have to do something that make me mad.
You'll be asleep by the time I get down the driveway.
I don't know though, with this low done eye, me and girlfriend might just lay down.
Yeah. All right, tell everybody bye.
Bye. We're really nice people.
I am.
You can figure that out for yourself.
Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.